Nicole Wolfe from Canadian Beats, and we are at Metalworks Studio in Mississauga, and I'm joined by 3 members of the Road Heavy. I'm joined by Pat and Jeff and Andre from the Road Heavy, and we are, as I mentioned, in studio. They are recording some music that we're going to get to very, very shortly. So welcome and thank you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Now, it just seems like a year ago I met you on a couch in Hamilton.
At a gig.
At a gig, absolutely, at a gig. I believe that show you were playing with Sinburn, a local Hamilton band, and you know, here we are a year later. You're my first repeat interview, so that's awesome. Thanks so much for the opportunity, guys. So, what brings you to Metalworks Studio?
We're working on our second EP. We're in the studio right now, and it's actually being produced by Jeff Martin, who we met at one of those Sinburn shows we played, I believe, in Hamilton. I think it was in a Hamilton show.
It was a Hamilton show just before that. It was on Jeff's summer acoustic tour
It's
series.
Kingston.
Was it Kingston?
Kingston, the night before.
So we met Jeff Martin, and we got to talking and decided that we wanted to do our next EP, and he had a lot of great ideas and really got the essence of the band and understood what we were working towards and had a lot of great ideas to sort of further that idea. And you know, a year later it all came together, and here we are at Metalworks.
That's amazing. Now, you've mentioned, you know, you met Jeff a year ago. To say that, you know, you just have a working relationship probably is a bit of an underestimate. You guys have developed a real good kinship with each other, and you're actually on tour with him right now.
We are.
What's that all about?
Well, he's here for his Canadian acoustic solo tour, so he's doing that. It's Southern Ontario, a couple, I think we're going out as far as Ottawa. It's about 5 or 6 shows that we're doing. And we're on tour with them with just myself, Jules, the other vocalist in the band, and Ryan, the guitar player. No drums or bass, so we we decided to include them in the interview today, just to you know, get them some face time.
Thanks, Pat.
They've been kind of hidden away for a little while. I know I stuttered there. I got really nervous. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. But it's been great. I mean, 2 shows down as a band, and for myself, particularly got to play a theater for the first time, which was, you know, phenomenal experience, and it was, you know, everything from top to bottom. I don't know if I could have asked for a better, you know, sort of first time out. I think it kind of ruined me for all other theaters. So Meaford Hall, go check it out.
That's great.
It was, and you should have been there, but you decided to be a drummer and not a guitar player. So
So that's the way
live with your choices.
That's awesome. So you've got a couple shows left. I think there's Arnprior.
Yeah, we're actually going to Arnprior this Saturday, and then we're at the Rock Pile in Mississauga, Toronto. It's right on the border there. And the following Saturday, and then we are in Peterborough at the Red Dog.
Nice.
We all heard that.
Yes.
Who's Jeff?
Phones off is kind of interview 101, but that's okay.
I thought it was on Saturday.
That's all good. Now, in studio, any hints, any secrets, anything you can tell us? How many songs are you recording?
Well, we're doing an EP, so we're doing 5 songs.
Okay.
Hints. Okay, I can tell you that there will be a 10-person or so gospel choir coming in soon.
Amazing. I don't know if I should take you seriously.
Yeah.
It's Pat. He's always serious.
Good. I never joke around.
No.
But no. So, and as far as the music, it's you know, I think it's definitely a matured sound for the band from when we first started with Devil's Grin, and a lot of the new material. I think you know, it's hard to explain new music without hearing it. I think you know, people just have to wait to hear it, but I think they're going to really enjoy it. We're really excited about how it's coming along, and it's sounding very huge. Jeff is by far one of the best producers we've worked with, and his ideas and the things that he's come up with already have just been fantastic.
Well, his ability to hear things that no other human can possibly perceive in a mix, right?
He can hear an out-of-tune guitar very well.
Yeah.
And he will tell you
Absolutely.
hard that you should tune your guitar.
That's awesome. Now, did you come with any of the music kind of with ideas on the table, or was everything created in-house since you've been here?
No, all the songs were finished before we got to the studio, and then we basically just went through them for the purpose of arrangements to see if there was anything that he thought we could do a little bit better. For the most part, it was pretty standard in terms of the arrangements, just more or less instrumentation and certain things that he had some ideas for. There was one song that's completely 180 from where it was, and I couldn't be happier about it. I'm not going to say which one.
That's all good.
It's the only song we've ever played live, but we've never released. That's on the list. Everything else is completely new, and no one's heard any of it. So.
Wow, well, I look forward to that for sure.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. Now, you released your latest single, Words Don't Mean a Thing, on video and audio not too long ago, and you actually had a really awesome idea. It happened about the same time as the Fort McMurray wildfires.
Yeah.
So, you were offering all the proceeds from the sales, from the digital downloads from that song.
From our site.
And what was the response for that?
It was really good. I don't remember exactly what the final numbers were like, but I think everyone got behind it, and I noticed that, not that we started anything in any way, but I noticed that it became kind of a trend that a lot of bands were doing that, and I think that's great. I think that when you see something that's good that people are doing, especially when people are in need, I think it's good that bands, if we're out there and we can create awareness for the cause more than, maybe the average person who's just going to share it on Facebook. I think it's important to do so, and that happened with that Fort McMurray fire with that particular goal in mind, and a lot of bands that we follow. I noticed that a lot of bands did that, so I applaud all of them for
That's
getting
awesome.
on board. Yeah.
It's a great way to come together for sure. It's always good. And I mentioned you also released a video with that song, your first music video, and that was recorded here in Toronto as well.
Yeah, we actually did that at our space. That's where we rehearse in the studio there, and it was. It wasn't, a grueling experience or anything. It was fairly. It was a one scene video, so we tried to keep it fairly light for our first one, just to not overwhelm ourselves. And it was. It's been a great success so far. I think, the response online for the video has been really good.
That's great. And if you haven't checked it out yet, there will be a link right in the interview. You can check it out for sure. For sure. Now, you guys are a touring band. When you take a look at your website, I think your motto says that you do miles and miles. You are the road heavy. What touring do you have coming up beyond the summer? Do you have anything unofficially in the books?
Nothing that we can actually say
Confirm.
for sure. But there are things in the works, and there is some announcements to be made following the Jeff Martin shows and the recording.
That's great. So look forward to that. And one item, if you could collectively decide on one item besides your gear that you would absolutely have to have on tour with you, what would you choose?
A van?
Besides anything related to the gear and getting there, like something that would just.
Like each of us, or as a band?
Collectively, is there an item that you always are like, oh, don't forget to pack the.
Jack Daniels.
It usually works.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'll go with that. I was going to say toilet paper because you just never know, but
Yeah.
Jack Daniels.
Well, I can imagine, with your East Coast tour that you did, and you're in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the winter time, and you have to pull over to use the washroom. Toilet paper is probably not a bad thing.
No, it's the middle of winter. You just
Can't
can't
make
snowball.
Jack Daniels.
No, that's true. You definitely can't. That's great. So, 20 words or less. Describe the road heavy.
God.
That's already 2.
Yes.
18 to go.
Spread the thing from the website.
Yeah.
Miles of something.
Road heavy is miles and miles of
Something.
It's good that you guys all read it. And you're so well
I
versed.
read it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You're pretty quick with reciting it there. So.
I've never recited. Actually, Ryan wrote that. You should ask him. The road heavy, Southern rock, blues, Jack Daniels, motorcycles, tattoos. Was that like 7?
About that,
So,
yeah.
I don't think we need 20.
No, 20 words or less for it's all good.
Good
No.
time. Good time.
Good
Sexy.
time. Okay.
Look at us.
Well, she's not here. She's not here. Jules. I'm talking about Jules. The rest of them.
Yeah, she definitely fits the bill for that. That's great. Well, to say that you guys are a buzz band, I think it's a bit of an understatement. You've had a banner year, and you know, we can't wait to see what this new EP offerings are going to bring you and where you are in the future. But you know, we're certain it's only up and up from here. So, congrats on an awesome year, and we look forward to seeing what you have in the future.
Thank you
so
very much for
guys.
having us. Awesome.
Thanks for having us. It's been Nicole Wolfe with Canadian Beats. We'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah.
Words don't mean nothing